Jonathan. Hi, Scott.
Good morning.
Hello, Jenn. Hey, Jonathan.
Good morning.
Does my mic sound okay?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, good. Thank you. I was just on a call and it was just like, woof. Everything was staticky and I don't know. So, yeah. One of those days, I guess.
Yes, I'm sure.
Hopefully.
I have one of those days every day now, Scott.
I wake up every day saying, I'm glad my name isn't Jenn Cook. That's what I say.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
I can only imagine.
So do I.
Yeah.
God love you, Jenn.
Well, you guys will appreciate this. So, yesterday I got some feedback that I'm mean.
Me?
I go, mean?
Yeah.
Mean?
Somebody
I go,
finally said something.
and I was like offended. I go, well, what did they do to make me mean?
Good response.
Because I'm like, mean,
Yeah,
huh?
you're the meanest person. Yeah.
I am the meanest person. I'm like, oh goodness.
Please, I've gotten that a few times in my day, so don't worry about it.
That's like,
But it couldn't be my fault. It's got to be their fault.
Exactly.
like when
That's
I
how-
tell Scott I'm going to be really mean on this meeting. I'm going to drop the bomb. Bah, 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 bah.
Oh.
And then he responds, he's like, that was me. That's your me.
It's all layered with pleases and thank yous and yeah. Oh, God.
All right.
Goodness.
Corey, Jonathan, Carrie, I hope you had a great vacation.
Thank you too.
Hi, Denise. Good morning. Kristen, hello.
Morning.
Paul
So
will not.
Jonathan, I just had a quick.
Sure, Paul. I just wanted a heads up. Paul's not able to join this meeting. He has, I think he's off today, and hopefully voluntarily. And well, I'm 99% sure. And your staff meeting too.
Okay. So the actions from do we have those anywhere? What did we write down? What we all had to do, or what you were going to do in this? I think you did,
Well,
John.
the actions I had were for really represented in it in terms of adding. We were going to accept the 50.
Yeah.
I think it's 51K. This isn't changed, so 53. This has been expanded into 2026, which I have in this file. And one of my questions was, and we can get to it later, but one of my questions was, through 27, through 28, 29, as we start to continue through the year, when we do start looking at future years, do we need to eat it? And then the other thing, right now it's in for 26. So, and the other one was licensing. We are expecting the QA team to, start accepting these charges. So one of the things I wanted to talk about, I think that was another of the takeaways, is when will QA, when is the project to the point where we can accept QA to take those costs?
We agreed to that in the last meeting because I thought what we were going to do is split up those license costs against all the cost centers that are using them.
Yeah, but wasn't there, I thought Scott had said that was after a certain time. But as you can see, I did kind of represent it here, just in terms of what we were expecting because of the February amount. We expected the end forecast to be bad news versus the rev, but we weren't. I thought there was some disagreement as to the timing.
I had given you the cost centers.
Right, but we still needed, that was, my understanding is that was when we started charging them out. I thought what was still in question, and what I had, I forget who it was, as the QA finance person, is that what the timing of that was. Wasn't there something where it had to be a year or after a certain threshold or task? It wasn't.
I don't remember that. That
I
doesn't
don't,
sound
I don't remember that either. I think what we were looking for is that big hit in February.
Right.
I don't know what it was, Scott,
That was the back invoicing.
for licensing.
Yeah, licensing too. It was it Jira? I have it
From
in here.
2024 or 2025?
5.
Okay, so my understanding was that 151 and anything else that came down the line, like Jira, whatever, would be split amongst the cost centers that are using those licenses. And at some point, when they figure out what this organization looks like, those licensing costs, we're not going to pick up anymore.
Okay.
Those licensing costs will go into the CIO,
And-
Endicott's area, because they'll handle all those license renewals.
And as you
But-
can see, so I did represent that in 26. I was unsure of the timing for 25, just in terms of exactly.
Okay.
But I did show that in 26, we would get to a 24 level.
Okay, but I still think that 151, we were trying to get it spread out amongst all the cost centers like we do every year.
I thought that was premature, was it, Scott? I thought there was an amount we did have to accept we were going to eat. I mean, this is good news if not.
No,
Well,
I
it
don't
is
remember
good
that
news.
at all.
Okay.
It should be.
We just also have another renewal that's coming up. We just had to do a temporary renewal for Jira licenses that came on June 30th. So that was $310K. So that was approved, and we're using those licenses now. So that should be hitting us. But those are the Jira licenses. Those are the ones that I sent the cost centers on, of how those licenses are separated out.
Yeah.
So if we want to take that too, we should take that. That's going to be hitting us very shortly,
Yeah.
and distributing those.
I'll set up a call with the finance.
Okay.
Oh, I was just going to. Sorry, I interrupted. I'll set up a call
Yep.
as soon as we can and just have both sides agree.
Paul is on board with splitting this out.
Yes,
I know he is.
100%.
So, Scott, did you, for the 151, does Denise or Jonathan have the amounts per cost center? Like how everything was divvied up? So we can just charge, like, Dubrovka for this much and
Those
Aaron
cost
for this.
centers were set. They were
Yes,
almost,
I
They
agree.
were very detailed. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, Jonathan, you should have that info for that 151, I believe.
Right. I just want to make sure the other side. There was an element of making sure that from the top level we weren't double counting it. If they weren't, they didn't seem to be all that up to date on that, but not
It's the same
really.
every year.
Yeah. Okay. So I just want to make sure we don't double count it by making sure that they think they're not doing it, we think they're not doing it, and then we
They're
get
not
under.
doing it. If
Yeah.
we're paying for all those licenses, then they're not doing it.
So I'll get a call ASAP. One of
Okay.
the just so we can plug that into
Yeah,
the
I
rep.
want to move on that. and
Agreed.
get those.
I'll
I don't know
prioritize
what it's
that.
called, but it's hitting all those other cost centers, like we did with temporary entities. It's the same thing.
Yeah, they just reclassify it over to the.
Okay, perfect.
I'll prioritize that. Yep.
Jonathan, can you get that meeting together with, like, I guess Scott, and Paul, and you and I, and maybe Tim Endicott, so he gets an idea of what's coming his way?
Is that okay? Great.
He's going
Actually,
into the CIO to
Perfect.
lead tools. So this will be his baby.
I'll get that done.
And-
I'll get that set up.
And the other one I want, as soon as that June $300,000 hits, I guess it'll be this month probably, I don't know, we're running out of days, but it's either gonna be this month or next month, they're gonna bill us, right? Scott Effie's coming around to bill us. So when that hits, we need to do the same thing with that, Jonathan.
Right. So that meeting, when I set up the call, that we'll make sure that that's on the docket too.
Yeah, license, whatever, allocations.
Yep.
And did we, for outside services, remember all those invoices were all backed up and we got a big dump of them?
Yep.
We decided to accept that, didn't we?
Yes, 51K
Okay.
a month.
Okay, no, the 116 in April, that's when we got dumped on, because
Right.
there were invoices from 24, and it was a mess.
Yep.
Okay, and you've jacked up our forecast.
Yep.
Okay.
Now the question is how I do have it through 26. It's not just forever when, or should I assume that it's 27, 28, 29 if we're looking at,
I think it's gonna come down, because Scott, some of those contractors are gonna go with Tim, right?
Almost all of those contractors are going with Tim. BrightNet, Xers,
Jeff,
HCL, Jeff Skipper, with the exception of, I think I'm only going to be holding on to one HCL consultant. Once we get the tools guys moved over into the CIO's organization, I'm going to have one HCL consultant.
but we should think about, I think we should plug it a bit, because God knows what's gonna happen, right?
agreed.
Oh, I don't know when they're going to move. I'm sure they're going to stay with us for months and months and months and months.
Correct.
Through the rest of this year, absolutely.
Also,
So, yeah, for next year, Jonathan, it's probably not gonna be 53 a month, but I think we should take a swag at it to make sure we have enough to cover whatever's coming down
May-
from above.
I should sync up with Jeff. Don't you agree? Just so that we're both forecasting.
True.
Yeah.
Wait,
True.
did you say? I thought you said. Who's
Tim.
accepting
Tim
Tim?
Endicott.
Oh, for the
Yeah.
consultants too.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he's taking all those consultants, so I don't know when that,
No, that's great.
When
We'll
that-
just hit both of
Well,
those things
yes.
in one meeting.
the 53 and 54 in, so we're covered, because I don't know when that split is happening.
Okay.
Okay, what I'm saying is for 2026, we probably don't need that much, but I want to leave some in there so we're covered.
Right.
Let's just we'll sync up and make sure that in the end, Tim plus you equals the amount we need. Okay. So those actually were my two big ones.
Okay. Okay, yeah, if you can set that meeting up, that would be great.
I will.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions for Jonathan? You're good?
Nope. Good.
Al, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So with the tools team eventually moving to CIO, do we need to run what that cost is for our FTEs? Does that, because I'm assuming that moves too, right?
There are FTEs that are going. The problem is we don't know when it's dropping. Right?
Okay.
So I don't know when it's dropping. So yes, when there's identified
know?
FTEs, yeah, there's identified FTEs that are going to go to CIO. That's all worked out. But when it happens, I don't know. So I want to make sure I cover it, and then when it happens, we can take out those forecasted.
Okay.
You
Okay.
good with that?
Yeah. No, that's good. I just didn't know if Kristen and I needed to start pulling together the cost for those, but it sounds like that would be a little premature because we don't know when they're
Well,
moving.
you could pull the costs together because we know exactly who's going.
It's Tim Endicott, Richard Allen's team, and Tim himself, right? So 12?
There's a few.
No, of FTEs? No.
Yeah.
It's Chris Wanke is going over, Tim Endicott, Richard Allen, and Ann McDonald. So there's really only 4 FTEs.
Oh, there's only 4. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of consultants, but that's it, just 4 FTEs.
So do you want that list, Jen, like the definitive list? Because it sounds like maybe you're seeing something different.
Well, I was just running all of
Tim's team. Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, the rest of those are automation folks. The
Okay.
Ron O'Dews of the world, the Alex Moores, they're all staying under us for automation. So stay
Okay.
with Alan and
So Scott, maybe you can send Jen the definitive list of
Okay.
who's going.
Yeah.
And then Jen, you can put all the numbers together for those people.
and I'll copy you, Kristen,
Okay.
on it too.
If you copy me, send me
that'd be
too.
great. Yeah.
I sure can, Jonathan.
Jen, do we know, are they forecasting for the CIO project? Should I don't want to, again, in the same spirit of everything else, I don't want to double count or undercount.
Right. I don't know, Jonathan, because I have not been on any calls with the CIO forecasting.
They're having them though?
I don't know.
I'll ask, is Paul the right one or should I do more Tasha and Mary?
I would ask Paul.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not
Paul.
double dipping because as soon as they go, my forecast is going to be reduced by those people.
Yeah.
Good
And I
news.
don't know what
Yeah.
CIO has,
But also the
they
time.
they get my forecast for those 4 people plus all the consultants.
I just want to make sure that it's not out too soon. Like I want to have the timing right for 2026. We can get aligned.
You're not going to find out the timing.
No.
Well, then I'll have an email to cover my ass.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
I will.
So Al, that'll bring your head count to 58, right?
If we're going down by what?
4.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Unless you get others.
I am getting others. I don't know how many,
We don't know when.
and we don't know when, and I really don't know, other than Advantage and Evo, because we know those teams very well, because they were on our team. But as
Yeah.
far as like fintech, platform stuff, play digital stuff, I don't know numbers exactly.
Okay.
We're still hashing it out.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. What else you got, Jen, for us?
That's it. I think my
Okay.
head count matches that 62. With the
So we're
one that's over is I think Ian, right?
Yes.
Because we moved him over.
It's been over for, yeah,
But that's the variance.
Yeah.
okay. And we agreed, Jen, sorry, but we agreed yesterday that the 2 recs that Piot has for Evo, we're gonna keep, right? And
Yep.
but whoever comes over, he hasn't filled those positions, they'll come over as open recs whenever the magic time happens.
Yeah.
And the 2 for Advantage, we're gonna hold.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, Carrie, Scott, you got anything?
I had one thing when I looked through the
Pivot.
headcount pivot.
Please don't tell me you still have those.
No, they're good. We're good
Okay,
there.
good.
No, but Raja and me too. The two there that Scott and I had, they're not aligned in here properly. So if I look under 1011 cost center, Raja's still there through to the end of December. And Nitu popped in for the month
1
of
month.
June,
Yeah.
but then isn't the rest of the year.
Oh, that's because I wanted to make sure that Nito, that we weren't undercutting, so together that they equaled 1. But I'll fix it in this forecast.
It's all even out. It's
yeah.
just a swap from one cost center to the other. Isn't it, Carrie?
It is, yeah, but Scott doesn't have Raja listed in his, so you'll need to move him down.
Okay, thank you.
Scott.
Yep.
And then I had a question on Bill Navio. He's at 0 for June. Is that because of his leave, or why did that get flipped to 0? I didn't know.
It's an actual.
Right.
It's not right, because he's probably out more than June.
Yeah, I don't look up dates. I forget, but
Oh, if he's out longer, I'll have to add that. So the any kind of unplanned, is this a leave, personal leave of whatever kind?
Medical leave.
Yeah. So I just didn't have it in the forecast. Do we have an
He's
estimate?
back on Monday, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, we're working through getting him back up and going, but Jonathan, I can send you the date that he went out on the official.
perfect.
so this might be right. If he was out,
I got
I don't
lucky.
know.
Yeah, he'll be back before the end of July, so it should be in July head count.
Mhm.
Good for him. I mean,
So does that work out, Carrie? Sort of?
yeah, it's okay. I didn't even know that he would show as 0 for June. Obviously, I knew he was out, but I didn't know that we had to account for that in here like this.
So Carrie, that's new.
Okay.
Because we like to do things different. No, with the legal transaction, anybody who was on a leave of absence, we had to move them back to RemainCo or to Bright Star
Right.
because we can't make any changes to their benefits while they're on a leave of absence. So their position was earmarked for them to come back, but then it did vacate it on our side. So that's kind of why he's showing 0. Now we'll bring him back when he's released to return, and we're tracking those through Heidi for anybody else that might not in QA that might be in a similar situation.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I guess he's on old benefits now, right? He's on our Bright Star benefits. Because
Yes.
some of those things changed. So when he
Yes.
comes back, that'll all just magically switch.
Well, I don't know if it's magical, but somebody's going to have to manually enroll him on our SpinCo benefits and get him a new card and go through that. But his employment will be bridged, so there's no gap in PTO accrual or 401k or anything like that. So
Do you
Yeah.
know who we would engage to make sure that when he comes back, his benefits flip as
Stay
soon
the
as
same?
possible? Yeah. Or
Well,
there's
lucky
a-
for you, Al, I've been tasked with kind of helping to facilitate that process. So Kristen's been keeping me in the loop. So I've been working with the IT group to make sure accounts are
Okay.
reactivated, the legal hold on their accounts is lifted, the benefits they're enrolled, payroll, all of that. So
Okay.
that would be me. Any issues,
Okay.
let me know.
Okay. Just try to be nice. Okay.
Well,
Try to be nice.
I'll try.
Good luck. Oof.
I know I can be brutal.
Carrie, maybe you want to send an email to Jonathan of, Nico should go here, Raj
Yep.
should go here.
I can do that.
Okay, that would probably be helpful.
Sure.
And Al, that's a good point. We probably should loop in finance when we bring them back. Kristen, can you make a note of that? So when people return and we start to move them back over to our system, we
Yeah.
should let finance know because that'll change the actual.
Yeah, that would help, especially
Okay.
it just looks like a 0.
Yeah. Okay. So in this case, Jonathan, you know he's coming back. on
Yeah,
Monday.
definitely.
Okay.
Carrie, you good for BLT?
Yeah, everything else looked okay.
Okay, Scott, you're good. We don't know anything's happening, so we don't know when those team members come out or consultants get switched. Guillermo's staying, right? He's the only one. Okay.
Yes.
So once we know that those numbers are going to go way down, Jonathan.
Okay.
Consultant.
Yep.
And I want to get moving on those license things from February, and the ones that are going to drop, the 300,000 that's going to drop any moment, probably.
I'm going to make that meeting the first
Okay.
available.
All right. Okay.
And I might have another, I just got off an Atlassian call, so I might have another license renewal drop coming at the end of the year. We're trying to align, right now we got a 3-month extension that went from June to the end of September. We just got off another Atlassian call and we're trying to align up with Every's renewal, which is on December 23rd. We're obviously not going to try and do that date 2 days before Christmas, but we're working with Every to determine if we should get yet another extension till to get us past all of this, so that we can better align our renewals with Every's renewals. So there's something in the works. So I don't have any details on it yet. We just got off that call, but we want to align better with the renewal, so they just have one big renewal for Atlassian and not 2 different ones. So we might have more at the end of this year too, coming up, another renewal.
So we might get another extension past September.
Yep, that's one of the options, is an extension, a 2-month extension this time from the end of September to maybe the beginning of December. And at that time, we'll bring Every in under one enterprise license and one renewal, because that's when theirs is up as well.
Hopefully that's not your worry. So
Oh, God. I don't think I could live through it, to be honest with you, but but you know, did make some good friends. So.
Quick question for you guys, and maybe, and if it isn't relevant, just tell me it's not. So, I've been working with like Hannes to hire a bunch of our every friends as consultants in People Center for us, so that they have access to our systems. I haven't seen a JIRA license or a JIRA request come through, but is that going to be like a duplicate licensing cost if we have every people that need IGT access, but they already have their every license? Like,
We built in lots of licenses in anticipation of this. So we just got off the call. We have 5,000 licenses, of which we're using 2,400. We're going to be deleting some of those. So we have plenty of licenses for those to come in under our enterprise license.
okay. So, Scott, if I get future requests, do I need to let you know, or does IT let you know?
It usually
Just from a
comes through
tracking standpoint.
IT, but if you could, just to make sure it goes smoothly, Jen, because I had no idea how, some of this is being handled, and I don't think anybody knows, to be honest. So if you get something, if you could just kind of nudge me a little bit so that I can follow up on it and follow through, just to make sure it doesn't get lost somewhere.
Okay.
That'd be
I
great.
would
Thank you.
think, if every resources have a JIRA license now, if they transfer over to us and now are consultants, I'm not sure if that JIRA license follows them, or if it has to stay on the every contract, or if it goes on our IGT contract. Because if it follows them, then we don't have a problem, and we renew in December. We just have to make sure we have a license for everybody under that new umbrella.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, Al.
I don't either.
I just didn't know if it was going to be they have to keep their every JIRA license, and then they have to get another IGT JIRA license. Like, I don't know enough about licensing.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be double dipping. I don't think we'll
Okay.
have to have duplicate license. At least I hope not. That'd be a nightmare trying to
Jeff,
track that.
Jeff might know.
Yeah, I'll find out. Sure.
Who is? Oh, Hannes is trying to bring them over as consultants.
Well, I'm doing the new hire request, and then Hannes is building their accounts. I think so far we have close to 50 that we've done in the past couple weeks. So I know I'm expecting another list of, I think, 15 folks this week. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yes.
I mean, it's
If
all
it
the
doesn't
people that
fall-
are involved in integration and needing
Yeah.
access to our systems
Yeah.
and our everything, our tools.
I think if they get I don't know, I shouldn't talk, but if it follows them, we're great. I think if it doesn't follow them, what Scott said is we have wiggle room in our current contract for them.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
alrighty. Denise, you got anything for us?
No.
Okay. Kristen? Good.
Oh, I'm good.
Alright. So Jonathan, I'll look for that meeting
Definitely.
with the four of us.
And Tim.
Denise, you might want to come as well, because if anything changes, but I just wanted to work like it worked before, where we just reallocate those dollars to all those, our customers really, it's our internal customers. So, can you loop Denise into that
You
meeting?
got it.
Okay,
You, Scott, Tim, Paul, Denise, and I.
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Sounds right.
Yeah. Alrighty. Carrie, just real off topic, do you want to sync up with me about tomorrow's reporto? I can't be at that meeting because I have a lovely Apollo reporto to
Yeah, I saw that.
see.
Yes, I can. I know Steven set up something for this afternoon as well for pre-review. I could
Okay.
forward that to you if you want it, or if you want to sync up. Are you still having? I have a staff meeting for you today. Is that happening?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if I have anything to share that we're not sharing on here. But we can get together and, yeah, let's get together and, I can sort of give you an update of, I can't talk about it too much, but I can give you a little update on what's going on, but, yeah,
Okay.
let's have
We
it.
can chat
in the next
about
10 minutes.
Okay, we can chat about that if you want
Okay.
the stuff there.
Thanks,
All right.
everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.